red letters. He weighs in at 115 1/2 pounds from San Antonio, Texas. A round of applause, please, for John Michael Johnson.
Mandatory 8 count is in effect. Okay, if you get knocked down 3 times in 1 round, the fight's over. Okay, the belt cannot save you. Let's shake hands. Come on, fighting gang.
And we're looking at 22-year-old Johnny Tapia out of Albuquerque, 11-0 with 7 KOs, probably the better puncher of the two. Opposite him, John Michael Johnson, 21 years old, out of San Antonio with a record of 7 wins and 3 losses. They're bantamweights. Tapia indicated to us prior to tonight's fight that he would like to get inside. He likes to get inside and bang, and he's already doing it. Particularly effective left hook to the body in that exchange.
Both had good amateur careers, though Tapia probably a little bit better. Had a 101-21 record, won 2 national Golden Glove titles, and that's how he did it. And boy, he is already wailing away on the inside against Johnson.
Left hooks to the body and using his right hand to try to take him out.
Well, the thinking going in was that this might be the wildest fight of the night, and it's shaping up that way.
Again, trying to work that combination jab with the right hand.
That's it.
Johnson trying to box, but this ring, which is pretty small, hindering him in his process.
Stand back. Don't wait.
1:22 remaining in the first round. A bantamweight bout between Johnny Tapia on the attack in the baby blue trunks against John Michael Johnson of San Antonio in the gold trunks.
Tapia is so aggressive here in this first round, landing good hooks to the body and the head and keeping Johnson against the ropes for most of this first round.
But it is Johnson scoring here as we close. His best exchange of the night. But we're early. He's taking a lot of Tapia left hooks to the midsection.
Tapia is a very good body puncher and has shown us that here in the first round. We're scheduled for 8, and stamina may play a role if these guys keep banging away at this rate.
2 more healthy hooks to the body. Tapia with 7 KOs in his 11 victories. He is unbeaten. Both young fighters, Tapia 22, Johnson 21. 115 pounds each. Big right hand at the 10-second mark by Tapia. I don't know what that move was. It was a fake left go right, and he paid for it. Tapia. And Tapia takes one on the chin at the bell. Referee Roger Yanez separates the two. Pretty good first round.
Excellent first round. This is a fight crowd in search of a good fight, and they found one, Pete. Over 13,000 of them that all came in from the state fair. You bought a ticket to the fair, you could come to the fights, and so they filled this place up.
What we got to do?
We've got a vocal crowd, and wait till Michael Carbajal gets here.
Oh, yeah, you'll hear some cheering.
The Phoenix product
Don't be waiting for him.
is a big favorite here. All right. Our top-ranked viewer poll asked the question again this week. Who do you think will win the WBA light heavyweight title fight next week in Bismarck, North Dakota? Virgil Hill, the champion, or James the Heat Kenshin? 66 to 34% right now. And there's the number to call. Also, the WBC light heavyweight title will be contested in Australia. Jeff Harding, Tom Collins. So far, you're liking Harding. So far, we've got a pretty good bantamweight fight here.
We do indeed. No change in that voting. It's kind of like you held a congressional or presidential race 2 weeks later. Would it change? Well, apparently in this case it doesn't.
Not a bit.
I mentioned the amateur record of Tapia, and he was excellent. Over 100 wins as an amateur, 2 national Golden Gloves titles. And you know what else he did as an amateur? He beat Michael Carbajal.
That's right.
Which is no easy trick. He also beat Hector Lopez, who's a very fine professional now. Tapia says, it's my turn now. I'm going to be a pro and be a good one, and so far he's been that, undefeated. Want to mention while we have a moment that Ray Mercer will next be in action on November 14th in Orange, New Jersey. And you'll see Charles Murray and also Alfred Cole on that card right here on ESPN.
Johnson beginning to counter Tapia a little better here in round 2.
Johnson, in the first round, of course, was trying to box a little bit against Tapia. And that wasn't as effective as he would like then, but he's done it better in this round. However, here's Tapia on the attack again, pushing Johnson against the ropes. And, of course, that is where Johnson doesn't want to be.
Both at 115, but it is Tapia who appears to be the stronger fighter.
And one indication of that would be that right hand that Johnson landed right at the end of the first round, Pete. That's probably as good a right hand as he can land. Hit Tapia right on the jaw and didn't move it.
Again, Tapia trying to use the left hook, followed by the right cross. Didn't work that well effectively.
Johnson hitting on the back of the head. Tapia trying to go downstairs again, where he's met with some success.
Met with more success of that in the very early stages. All right, we're going to break away here at the end of this round and go to Bob Lee in San Francisco with the commissioner, Fay Vincent. Round 3 here in Phoenix. Johnny Tapia in the blue, John Michael Johnson in the gold. Pretty good action at this point. Johnson. And there are your punch profile numbers through 2 rounds. A good exchange, toe-to-toe here, mid-ring. Crowd loves it.
And they're showing you why those numbers are the way they are. Both men throwing, both men landing. And this crowd loving every minute of it. Oh, we got a star-studded group here. Not only 13,000 people, but we've got Kennedy McKinney. You see him in the background, the Olympic gold medalist who has had his problems, but will be back in the ring in October. The moguls from the Mirage Hotel, Steve Wynn, who of course owns that hotel as well as the Golden Nugget, and Bob Halloran, who's the head of sports. They're the people that will be putting on the Roberto Duran Sugar Ray Leonard bout, and they're in attendance here. Taking a look at Ray Mercer and Tommy Morrison. Might have something to do with them later on.
I know I could count on you to take care of the social notes.
Yes, that's what I'm here for.
Let's check your scoring, first of all.
Occasionally, I even take care of this.
Yes,
and, I have a 28-18 for Johnny Tapia. I gave him both of the first 2 rounds, and